Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a Volume 5 IndieGoGo update. Hold on, this is a little huge, let me move this down a little bit smaller. There we go, but I thought I'd give you an actual video update instead of a text, because, I don't know, it's fun and I have some stuff to show off, and I thought video would be more fun to show it. So, first of all, you guys are absolutely awesome. Because of you, the IndieGoGo campaign did reach the top 50 comic campaigns in history on IndieGoGo. So, massive thank you to everyone for your support. Because of you, we're going to be making some very pretty stuff. The campaign is closed now, but we're in the process of delivering. In fact, we were supposed to have it delivered already. What exactly happened? Why is there a bit of a delay? In case you haven't been keeping up with the text updates, I'm just going to tell you here, but I don't know, before we get on to why things are taking longer than we thought, I'll just tell you right now that the books are going to be printed off August 7th. That is the date we've got from the printer, so they're going to be existing on massive pallets. Thousands of pounds of books are going to be coming our way pretty soon. Now, after August 7th, we do still have to have them come from the printer to us. That's going to take a few weeks, but I'll keep you in the loop. In the meanwhile, we've got pretty much everything else has been manufactured and it's here, so let me, without further ado, show you some of the things that are waiting to arrive. We have the enamel pins. Oh, they came out so beautiful. Look at how... See, this is why I wanted to do a video. It's so shiny. I like shiny stuff. So we got the Starfall Mountain, Troika, Nightmare, all the faction pins, and of course there's metallics, and the Neon Knives pin even has some literal fluorescent colors going on, I believe. So the enamel pins looking good. We also have the faction patches. And some of you might have seen the Troika patches around before, but we have now the CCA, the Andaruna Central City Authority, the Nightmares, the Neon Knives, and of course, luscious metallic threads. I had to splurge for metallic threads because, I mean, look at it. How could I not do that? Although the neons are the exception, technically I believe that is again fluorescent threads instead of metallic. That just kind of seems like their style. The bookmarks came in addition to all the faction bookmarks, we got the V bookmark, which should be going out to everybody getting packages. And again, I couldn't resist. There was the option to print the bookmarks with metallic foil, so they might come a little bit shinier than we expected because I didn't know that was an option until I saw it, and then I decided, yeah, let's go for it. We've also got the faction jumbo membership cards, and if you look at the way the light shines on these, there's a nice little printing special effect called Spot UV, where part of it is shinier than the rest of it. So I used that effect to really make the characters kind of pop out, come alive, and just add a little touch of luxury to these jumbo membership cards. And then of course on the back, there's all kinds of interesting stuff about that faction, where they come from, their philosophy, like some stats and cool stuff like that. And oh man, last but not least, well, not actually last, I don't have time to show you literally everything that's coming your way, but we've got, oh, hold on, that's a bigger video. Come on, there we go. We have the Indigo figurines. This is our first experiment with modeled and 3D printed figurines, and oh my gosh, they came out fantastic, even better than I had hoped. And on top of that, we have a nice, solid acrylic, transparent, clear base for every one of these figurine sets. I figured that would kind of reflect on the whole strip club, waterfall, stage setup that they usually have. So man, I'm just going to let this play while I continue to talk about more updates, because these figurines came out looking so good. We probably undercharged massively for them, but they came out looking great. That's what matters. The one thing I did also want to mention, golden memento backers, people that are having your character on a custom skirmish card. We are working on your art right now, and there's 40 some pieces total, so I'm probably not going to have time to schedule every single stream that we're doing for that when we do the pencils. So I'm just going to be jumping on Twitch and streaming, because if I try to stop and schedule all of it, it'll just kind of slow the process up a little bit. So if you want to make sure that you catch those streams, just go to Dreamkeeper's Comic on twitch.tv, subscribe, and then you'll be notified when we go live. And that should also cross-post to our YouTube channel, so if you miss a stream of your art, you can just hop on our YouTube and catch it there. So Golden Memento backers, we are working on your art. We're going to be getting you some updates once the pencils are done to make sure that you like it before we go on to the colors. Also, if you are a Golden Memento backer and you haven't sent us your descriptions and references yet, jump into email us dreamkeeperscomic@gmail.com, and get me those references, because I want to draw your character so we can get it delivered with the rest of them. As for why delivery took a little longer than we expected, I think a lot of people know this, but if you haven't been keeping up with the text updates, I'll just go ahead and tell you here in the video so everyone's on the same page. But we did have a pretty major health situation hit us around about November. In fact, it was so bad I was not sure if I would be capable of drawing ever again. but I don't know, I took as good of care of my health as possible. Obviously, I'm recovering really, really good. I can draw again, and it looks like I'm going to be just fine. But the reason I bring that up is it did give us quite a delay, probably like a month or two worth of delay. So major health issues slowed things down, and then something that slowed things down more recently was I was having such a good time creating that I probably went a little bit overboard on the covers. Let me show you how those are coming along. So we had this stuff, the books finished with the printer like a month ago, but I wanted them to be beautiful. Like you saw, like, you know, the special spot UV printing effects and the foil and the debossing and all that stuff. So I wanted these books to be just awesome. So I went all out just getting those features implemented. And so the manufacturer came back and they're like, hey, what the heck are you doing? This is just too far. We can't do this. You gotta calm yourself down a little bit. So we had to go through a few rounds because I didn't want to simplify it as much as they wanted it simplified, but at the same time, they had to sort of like, we were really pushing the envelope and they had to kind of rein us back into reality. So you can see we went through multiple drafts on both the Omnibus and the Volume 5 covers because I just, like, these are going to be hardcover, beautiful books. I want them to last a lifetime and I want them to look as good as possible for the whole duration of, you know, everybody enjoying them. So at the time, I was like, you know what? It's going to be a bit of a judgment call. Is it worth it to spend a few more weeks just like really squeezing these details to get the most out of these covers? And I decided, yeah, a few more weeks versus they look awesome forever. So I totally erred on the side of just trying to get maximum quality out of these puppies. So anyways, that is done. And I guess, is there anything more to talk about right now? We've talked about the Golden Memento cards. I've kind of showed you a few of the items that we have here that are going to be coming your way soon. August 7th, these books are going to be finally in physical reality. Oh yeah, speaking of August, one thing that is also coming our way is another book launch from Vivid Publishing. This is not going to be my book. This is actually Cody Beyer, one of our more recently signed authors, and Cloud Scratcher is coming your way. This is a little tiny sample of some of the promo stuff that's in the works for that. But anyways, we're really excited about this. It's going to be Cody's first ever hardcover crowdfunding campaign. And if you want to learn more about that, go to cloudscratcher.com. You can read the book for free, see if it's your cup of tea. It really picks up as it goes. And especially if you want to get in on the first edition hardcovers of Cloud Scratcher, make sure to hit the newsletter at cloudscratcher.com so that you get the updates and you don't miss out when the campaign launches on August 2nd. So we've got some Cloud Scratcher on your way. There's more things from Vivid after that, and of course the books. They're going to be existing very soon, and I can't wait to get them in your hands. So thank you again to everybody for just being so awesome and supportive and understanding as we work to make these things happen for you. And they're coming, and I'm excited. And now I'm just repeating myself. So I'll give you another update when we have more info. Later.